¿Qué onda? Thanks for watching Doing Life with Jenny. If you are new here, I am currently a Spanish teacher in the United States, but I am soon moving to Mexico. I'm building a house in the state of Hidalgo. As you can see, I have a big mess behind me today, and that's because I'm going to show you what I've bought for my house so far. 2, what I'm taking down on my quick trip in a couple of weekends. I'm literally just going there to sign some documents for my house and coming right back. And 3, I'll tell you what I'm taking just in general when I make the final move there. Before I show you specifics, let me give you some general information. When I was first looking into whether to take all of my stuff with me or sell it and then buy again once I get there, I saw the prices for movers and it was obvious I should sell everything and then buy again once I get there. It was going to be at least $7,000 to move my stuff from St. Louis to central Mexico. And that was just factoring in a 1-bedroom house because at my house that I sold, I did have roommates, so I didn't have a whole lot of bedroom furniture and I wasn't planning on taking a lot of furniture down anyway. But based on the amount of stuff I had at my old house that I sold at my yard sale and what I'll need to get started in Mexico, including appliances, not that I was ever going to think about moving appliances, it is slightly cheaper for me to just start over in Mexico than move all of my stuff down there. If you watched my Mexico versus Ecuador video, you know one of the many reasons I chose Mexico was because I can drive there, which is necessary because of my 2 dogs, but is also nice to take some things that otherwise I would have to sell. I guess you can say I'm lucky enough to have to drive down twice. I'll be driving down this summer, and then again for the last time next summer. So I have a Google Doc I made where I've been planning out what it is I want to move down that I already have that will fit in the car, what it is I'm going to buy once I get there, and what it is I'm going to buy here and take with me. And here's how I decided that. I think it will help you too. So obviously you're going to need to take your personal items like your clothing. Just don't forget you might be changing climates. That's going to dictate which clothing items you're going to keep, which ones you're going to sell or donate. If you're able to drive down too, I suggest you take as many electronics as possible, but do your research because they only limit 1 computer, I believe, per person. It could be per car, because basically you'll have to pay a lot of import taxes if you go over the limit, and basically you're better off just buying a new one once you get there. Jenny from the future here. You may import your household goods duty-free once if you're a permanent or temporary residency, but it has to be within 6 months of formally moving to Mexico. But electronics are more expensive in Mexico. Like, they're already expensive in the States, but since they're imported, they're even slightly more expensive. So if you can take like 1 TV, 1 computer, 1 Bluetooth speaker, whatever it is, it'll save you a few dollars. But if you're not driving down or if you don't have enough room in the car, don't fret it if you can't pack up your TV. It's not like it's going to cost double in Mexico. I would say anything kitchen related, maybe it's best to wait until Mexico. Like if you want a blender, a set of skillets, they're slightly more expensive in Mexico, but not to the point it's like, oh my goodness, I would never pay that much for it. Like I had to do a side-by-side comparison where I opened up Walmart in Mexico and Walmart in the US. I'm like, oh, there's just a couple dollars difference. So don't waste your space if you don't have it. Obviously, you're not going to have room to take any furniture with you. I will say it's hard to find cute furniture in Mexico. You have to look hard for it, and whenever you find the cute stuff, it is kind of pricey. But again, what are you going to do? Strap the bed and the couch and the dresser to the top of your car? No. If I do take a piece of furniture, it is going to be this table I got for my studio apartment. Just pretend like I don't live like a pig. It does match the color scheme of my house, which I'll explain later, but this comes apart, so it won't take up too much space in the car if I have leftover space. Something else I'm going to take is my keyboard, but just because like I really love this keyboard. It's the kind where you can choose different genres and just hit the chord and it makes its own like background music. It's important for me to have that kind of keyboard because I do write music. I'm sure I can probably find it once I get to Mexico, but I think it will be something that will be hard to find, and if I do, it will be quite pricey. I only spent like 20 bucks on mine. And again, I'm making 2 trips down there in the car, so I will have room because I have to make room at some point. On the other hand, I have 2 guitars. I imagine I will have to get rid of one of them or maybe take it down on a plane on one of my short trips. If you do want to buy some stuff for your house in Mexico while you're still in the US or Canada, I suggest a bedspread or comforter. No offense, Mexico, but in searching for some down there, they were hideous. A lot of the ones I found had this very hideous, like ruffly bed skirt. Oh, you don't want a bed skirt because that's how the scorpions can climb up and get you at night. And it just looked very dated. So that is something I am taking down with me. But keep in mind that the bed sizes in Mexico and the US are slightly different. I probably wouldn't buy my sheets in the US or Canada because I don't know that they will fit well. But a comforter is going to be fine because the bed sizes are similar enough where it's not going to be like off, just especially like a fitted sheet. I would wait until Mexico just to make sure it's going to fit properly. I also need to take Pancho with me. Pancho was my beagle for 15 years. He passed away a year ago today at age 16. I had to put him to sleep. He is most definitely coming with us. This painting is most definitely coming along too. That's Pancho in the middle. That's Lola. I still have her. And that's Daisy May. She passed away from pneumonia when the pandemic first started. And actually, if I have room, this lamp is coming with me because I think it would go perfect over my island at my house. Otherwise, get rid of as much stuff as you can. You're gonna find almost anything you need in Mexico, sometimes for cheaper and sometimes for a little bit more expensive than in the US, but it's just gonna be less of a hassle if you just get it again once you get there. And I'm not going to be driving down to Mexico alone, so I need to leave a little room for my friend or whomever to bring a bag or 2 along as well. And then of course the dogs need some space. So let me show you what I've bought for the house so far. And then we'll figure out what we're going to put in this suitcase to take down. Like I said, I'm going to go down for just a quick weekend to sign some papers, and I'll just leave this at a friend's house. My favorite thing is this comforter. This is my color inspiration for the house. So the house itself, like the walls and the flooring and everything, is going to be like neutrals. The walls will be white, the tile on the flooring will be a dark gray, the cabinets and the vanity will be white, and then like the accents on the furniture, like the tabletops or the table legs or the hardware on the cabinets, will be a mixture of matte black and the light walnut color that I showed you on that table earlier. But as far as the other colors, this is it, folks. We have lime green, orange, like a light turquoise, and then not in the bedroom, but like in the living room, kitchen area, there can be pops of yellow as well. I love color. And then I'm gonna get this same one for my guest bedroom as well, because I love this. I'm going to be a bit of a hypocrite. I said you don't need to buy stuff for the kitchen until you get there, but I do have plenty of room since I'm taking so many trips. So we have this teal utensil set and teal oven mitts and these dish towels, which have the teal and lime green. I also got this silverware set for Christmas. I'm not gonna open it, but it's matte black. And I'm going to put these in clear jars on open shelving. The open shelving in the kitchen will be the light walnut color as well. Then this is random. I had a $10 gift card to Target, and this was like $9, so it was perfect for this. And that will go on the open shelving in the kitchen as well. My other favorite thing besides my comforter are my dishes. Well, I'll insert the picture from Amazon because you can only see the top one, but it has a variety of colors. I have like the small plates, the large plates, and bowls that all match. And these will also sit on the open shelving and act kind of as decor as well as being functional. These will obviously not be going in the suitcase because 1, they're heavy, 2, they'll come out broken. These I already had, but they're bag clips that happen to come in the exact colors I need: lime green, orange, and light teal. So I'll put these in a clear glass jar too, so they can act as like functional decor. And then I have a couple skillets. They're stainless steel. Again, I said don't buy stuff for the kitchen until you get there, but I do have plenty of room. So might as well save a few dollars and get it here. Also, I'm kind of dumb because I did sell all of my stuff at my yard sale when I sold the house. But I really didn't know how much room I was going to have to store much stuff since I do live at a studio apartment. Nor did I know like the official game plan of getting to Mexico. So it just made sense to just get rid of all of it and then kind of come up with a game plan from there. Then I have this collapsible strainer set that has lime green and gray. Again, the floors are going to be this dark gray color. It comes in different sizes. I have the big one here in my kitchen. And then it comes with the measuring cups as well. In this bag, I have my security camera system from my old house that I'll be taking down. And there's just one more thing I got for the house. I just got a little too excited. I think you can find this there easily. Find something you actually like. But I have these orange curtains for the guest bedroom. Again, it's going to be this. Then I have lime green curtains for my bedroom. And then the light teal for the kitchen and living room because it's one big open space. Then I have some other random stuff like some textbooks I need to take, and then I got this poster set because I imagine at some point I'll be teaching English, so I can make a little classroom at my house. So basically now we need to figure out what we can fit in this suitcase that won't break on the plane and that won't weigh too much and put us over 50 pounds. I still have more room, but there's still really nothing that will fit here that won't get broken or that won't be too heavy or that I won't need between now and moving for good. So in the comment section, please let me know what are your plans for moving if you're moving abroad. What are you nervous about having to give up or rebuy once you move? Let me know if you have questions, and if I know the answer, I'm happy to help you. But that's all for now, guys. It might be a couple weeks before I get another video because I have a lot going on trying to get to Mexico and back to get those documents signed, but of course I will film that journey. If you would like to continue following me in my journey in moving from the US to Mexico, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Adios!